the woman.
Let her answer for herself.
Honestly, I'd say the man is the prize.
The man is the
I
prize.
would say so.
The reason why I agree with you that the man is the prize is because
we might not agree for the same reasons.
he gives the ring. That's the only reason why he's the prize is because he's the one who gives the ring. Like if it was any other way, I would say it was the woman. But if you want the ring, the man is the prize because you have to please him to be able to get the ring.
But I could say no.
AP.
Come on. If it's the guy of your dreams, you're not going to say no. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's the Simps,
Listen,
I don't know. I would say no too if it was the Simps.
Don't deserve
well, I mean, speaking as a very independent woman
Mm-hmm.
who has a very, very strong father figure in her life, like my dad is my road dog. I tell that to everybody.
Mhm.
What's a good thing? But at the same time, I can very much so take care of myself.
Mhm.
After my divorce, it wasn't like I lost anything. I literally lost. In fact, it's gonna sound bad, but I gained more by leaving him.
dead weight.
And it's because it was legitimately, like, just to put into context, not every marriage that fails is because a particular person was bad, but mine was specifically very toxic.
No.
So I gained more by leaving. However, as an independent woman, when I walk out into these streets, I can take care of myself, but it does feel really good to be able to, men, if you know what you're doing, you're going to be on my right when we're walking down the street. But if you're at my side, then that makes me feel that much more secure.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're a prize. Because when I wake up and I hear something at my door and my dogs are barking, I want to know that you're the one picking up the 45, not me.
Yeah, you do want a man.
I'll pick up the 40 next to it just, to catch a 6, but like I want you first.
Yeah, you still want to protect her at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That's good to know, though.
I got a follow-up question with that for the ladies, and I want to start out with AP with this one. My question to you is, what value do you bring to help retain a man in a long-term relationship?
What value do I say one more time?
What value do you bring to retain a man for a long-term relationship?
Because I know what I offer.
And what is that?
I would say that, I'm not going to say that I do it now because I'm single. I don't have a husband or anything, but I can see myself in a marriage that I would be the type of person that would be a more traditional type of wife. The way I grew up in my house, honestly, my brother and my stepdad, they take out the trash. They take care of the pool. They do the outside things. They do the lawn. The lawn stays up and clean. On the inside, we fold the underwear. We wash the dishes. I do the woman's job. So I feel like there are some men who do shoot for women. And now in this day and age, women are like, not saying you, but like, I'm an independent woman. I don't want to do anything. The man needs to clean the house and he needs to do this and that while I go to work or whatever. I'm gonna go to work, but still, when I go home, food gonna be cooked. Sure.
You're still gonna do all the extra shit.
So cooking and cleaning.
I don't want to say just cooking and cleaning, but like
yeah, she's a basic housewife.
No, I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
So
I'm a real housewife of Dallas.
So let me ask: out of all the women that are probably in this world that are single, gonna be in a long-term relationship, if they only offer cooking and cleaning, you're telling me that women are the catch?
No.
Well, that's what you just mentioned just a minute ago. You said women are.
Yes, because I'm a catch. Okay, not every.
He's just saying women
just from cooking and cleaning.
This is me being egotistical because if I'm the person that's bringing stuff into this relationship, I'm bringing the looks for sure. I know that I don't have it right now, but like I said, my drive and my ambition, I'm gonna be bringing money. Hopefully, you bring.
They don't care about your money.
They don't care about my money.
No,
we don't care about
Okay, well then they want to clean their own dishes. They want to wash their own underwear.
That has nothing to do with money, ma'am.
You said they don't care about the money, though.
You're a man that's looking for your money is already a red flag, right?
100%.
Yeah.
So again, men don't care. The men that you're looking for do not care about your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, what do they want? You tell me. What does a man want?
Sergio, that's your
I mean, the big thing is, they just want you to be complimentary. They want you to do the thing that they suck at doing. If they suck at doing laundry, you should be doing laundry. If they suck at cooking, you should be doing the cooking.
So
that's the biggest thing, is just being complimentary to the guy.
Now, am I just a regular woman because everybody wants to be?
Well, the big thing is that, like, the guy is the prize because he's doing way more than just being complimentary to somebody else. He's literally he's the backbone. He's literally making sure that everything is going to be there. Like, I was just talking to my girl about this the other day. Like, imagine if I didn't, if I was just like, oh, I'm not going to pay the rent this week, or I just couldn't pay the rent, or I couldn't pay the electric bill. You know, like we are always there to make sure that we are providing. Like if he's a good guy, he should always be providing without no excuses and anything bad ever happening. Whereas like for y'all kind of get to take some days off. Like you might be like, I don't want to do the laundry today, or I want to do this, and y'all can kind of get away with that. A guy's never going to take a day off. He's always going to be working harder. He's never going to miss a bill if he's a real man. He's going to always be on it.
Maybe I'm speaking from experience, like just me as a person, because I know I'm gonna be a hard worker. Like if a dude can't pay the rent, then shoot.
Well, my
Time
dad,
for me to pay the rent.
my dad is a walking point
I got it.
for what I look for in a man. Like my dad is the epitome of what I look for. Absolutely. But my dad, I grew up when my parents worked together, it was a very 50-50 household. If my mom was cooking, my dad was cleaning. Vice versa. They were both police officers.
And how old are they though? Right now, they're both about 55.
My dad's going to be 64.
Okay.
And with my stepmother's 60, and they've been together. Same aspect too.
Yeah.
When he got with her, it was the same relationship dynamic.
Our parents' generation though, like I have the same thing. I have I have a divorced family and a mom and a dad and another mom and dad, and so I agree with you. But what they grew up and they experienced completely different than what's going on right now.
But
1,000% differently.
Our parents came from the more traditional household to where my mom should have made less money than my dad.
Mm-hmm.
My mom should have stayed home more.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not the case. My dad would work mornings and my mom would work nights.
I'm just saying, like they made it work during a different time than today. So if you try to do that shit today, I'm saying good luck. Because what they did when they did it in the time that they did it, it was very possible because they were living in a completely different world than what we're living in right now. Now the amount of temptation that women have because of all types of shit, there's something called hypergamy. Now you say that you're okay with a guy that only makes the same as you or a little bit more, I think was what your answer was earlier. But if we look at statistics, we can see all day long that women want a guy that makes 58% more than them. So if you made 100K, you'd actually realistically want a guy that makes about 150K. Usually, you might be an exception to the rule that's not that, but this is what statistics show. So because of that, like, it's not going to work nearly as much today as it did back then. Back then, I think there was so little temptation for like your mother and stuff like that, where she was very happy with her life and working as much as she did. But today, you want to look at me like that? You think temptation back then?
My mother was.
Hold on. Do you think temptation back then, 30 years ago, is even close to similar as today with social media? You really think you're comparing those two?
So I would say that in our parents' generation, it was kept under wraps a lot better. Again, my mother was a police officer. You know how many men she was around?
You're delusional right now.
What?
You're delusional right now.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're delusional.
If
you think that is the same for a relationship right now today with Instagram, social media, all the ways that a woman can be DM'd today compared to 30 years ago, you are lost. You're delusional. It is a completely different world we're living in. You're a relationship lasting back then, that was a 50-50 relationship versus one lasting today, two completely different things. Because of hypergamy, which is a woman always wanting to go up to the best that she can. This is a very natural thing that women have always done. But because of that, it's always going to be like now today with the internet, hypergamy is very, very huge. It wasn't a big deal 30 years ago because the options weren't right there in front of her face when she sat down on the couch getting out her iPhone. It's a completely different world that we live in now. You need to stop comparing. Like, you should never try to compare or try to have a life like how your family was, because we're living in a whole new world now. And that's the big issue today, is a lot of people are like, oh, I want to have what my parents had, or I want to have this. We're not living in the same world as them. It's not even close to the same. You have to date, you have to marry, you have to do everything completely differently now. Everything is different.
I think if we actually practice what we preached, then maybe things would change. If people that are saying they want relationships like their parents, if they actually dated that way, and if women would stop pandering that we need to be beat all the time and we need to have the snatch waists and we need to have the 32-inch all the way down our butt cracks and all this other stuff, because men go for that. It's end of story.
The reason why it's all fucked up is because women aren't traditional anymore. Men would love. Yeah, you're right. They can't be providers, but why can't they be providers? Like, we need to peel the layers back and point the finger at the right thing. Point the finger at the financial system that's causing them to be broke. It's like, so that's why they're not providers. But why are women not traditional anymore? It's because they want to sleep around. Y'all have all the options in the world, and very few can handle it. Very few are having the responsibility of all the internet and actually doing it correctly. Like, it's like he says in Spider-Man, like, with great responsibility or with great power comes great responsibility. Okay, y'all have all the power in the world. Women have all. Yeah, Uncle Ben. Y'all have all the power in the world, and most women are squandering it. They're sleeping with Chad after Chad after Chad after Chad, Tyrone after Tyrone after Tyrone. This is normal shit today. Oh, was one of them Tyrone? I'm just kidding.
Can you give your definition of a traditional woman?
Hey, let's pause real quick before we actually continue this chat. Go ahead and get the likes up for us, please.
Yeah, get the likes up, please, y'all. And I'll do super chats in just a second after her question. You said, what was that again? You said,
can you give your definition of what a traditional woman?
A traditional woman is a woman that is chaste, hasn't been sleeping around, isn't
a virgin or chaste?
No, like I would say just a lower number today, because obviously you're not going to find a virgin today. It's very if a guy is shooting for that, he's shooting for the fucking moon. It's very rare. He's very lucky if he's going to find it. So I would say guys just want a woman that isn't a hoe and isn't having 10, 20 plus bodies, because that's normal today. That's a normal
what a
thing.
Traditional woman is.
I would say tradition is somebody that doesn't sleep around and is also very respectful to her man and also does all the complimentary things. That is what a traditional woman is. Like, but how many women are just the first thing, like I was bringing up, just the sexual thing? Most women are not traditional, period, today, and it's because of the sexual shit. And like I told y'all last time, the statistics show after 5 bodies, your happiness in marriage drastically goes down. After 10 bodies, it goes down even more. You're talking about a very, very low statistic chance of you having a happy marriage just because you slept with over 10 people. It's that bad.